My name is Daniel Hardy Jr. and I'm a BSSM graduate. After first year, it changed my life and I was like, I'm definitely going to second year. But then God was like, when I asked him, he was like, no, don't go to second year. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the momentum, he's like, keep working the part-time jobs you're working and then propose to Mariah. I'm like, kind of disappointed, but I'm like, God, I trust you. I want to be obedient. I'm learning how to worship at the workplace. I was like praying for people. It was cool. I saw God show up. 3 days after Christmas Eve when I proposed, I got hired to be a children's pastor in LA. So much of what I learned at BSSM, I got the opportunity to put it in effect at a church in LA. But then Mariah got an opportunity to go to Bethel Conservatory of the Arts. And so we came back in fall 2020, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I get to go back to second year now. Like, God, you're so faithful. So it was awesome. And I just finished second year and changed my life. Second year was like, oh, I'm stepping into the more and like be okay with being seen. And creativity just exploded in me, and God opened doors for me to go to BCA now. And so we're both gonna be at that school. What I would tell people about coming back to second year is those wells that you dug up in first year are still here. When you come back, it's just going to explode. The wells that you thought were covered and maybe like gone, it's like, no, they're still there for you. And there's still so much that the Lord has for you that you dug up in first year. It totally built upon everything I learned in first year. Whatever you experience was just preparation for the more of what God has in store for you. Bethel is the safest place for you to grow. It's like a greenhouse. And so the risks that you take, you're gonna be covered. The vulnerability that you share, you're gonna be covered. And you get to do it in a place of community where people are gonna champion you. You're a son of the house, you're a daughter of the house, and that hasn't changed.